All right, folks, let's talk about Zillow and Redfin because apparently charging insane rent prices wasn't enough. Now they're allegedly teaming up to make sure you and I get fewer options when we look for a place to live. And guess what? 5 states just sued them over it. Here's what's happening in plain English. Earlier this year, Zillow cut Redfin a check for $100 million. And no, that wasn't to build better features or lower costs for renters. It was basically a giant, please stop competing with us payment. According to the lawsuit, Redfin agreed to stop running apartment ads for 9 years. 9 years. That's like Netflix paying Hulu to take a decade-long nap so you only have one place to stream shows. Less competition means higher costs. And when we're talking about housing, higher costs means renters get squeezed. Before we go any further, you guys, if you actually want to keep track of where prices are falling, where rents are softening, and which markets are starting to open up for opportunities in investing or house flipping, that's exactly what I cover in my Deal Watch newsletter. It's free, it's weekly, and it's where we cut through all this corporate stuff to show you what's really happening with housing. Links down in the description if you want in. All right, now back to the lawsuit. 5 states, Virginia, Arizona, Connecticut, New York, and Washington are suing, and the Federal Trade Commission, the old FTC, they jumped in too. Their argument is simple. When big companies collude, regular people pay the price. Zillow and Redfin control a huge chunk of the rental listings market. And if they shake hands and say, we won't compete with each other, landlords have fewer places to advertise, renters have fewer places to search, and prices inch up. It's like shutting down all the gas stations in your town except one. Do you think that one station's going to give you a discount? Nope, they're not. The supply and demand, my friends, they're going to charge more. Zillow and Redfin, of course, are saying, no. This actually helps renters because now everything is in one place. Sure. And McDonald's buying up a Burger King would help you by giving you one-stop shopping for burgers. That's not how competition works. When there's only one major player, they don't lower prices out of kindness. They raise them because they can. And because they have a fiduciary responsibility to their stockholders. It wouldn't make sense for them to lower prices. So let's put this in perspective. Renters make up almost 50 million units nationwide. That's about 1 out of every 3 homes in America. So when 2 of the biggest listing sites make a deal like this, it doesn't just impact a small corner of the market. It affects millions of people who are already struggling with the most expensive rental market we've ever seen. And here's where it gets funny in a you have to laugh so you don't cry kind of way. Zillow is already being sued by Compass, the biggest residential brokerage in the country, for trying to monopolize private home listings. So you've got Zillow fighting one lawsuit for hogging home listings, and now you got another for cutting a deal to hog rental ads. At this point, Zillow's legal team probably has a punch card. Sue us 10 times, get the 11th for free. Dad jokes. The scary part is how bold all of this was. According to the complaint, Redfin actually agreed in writing to step away from apartment ads for 9 years. Again, 1 year less than a decade. That's not just a handshake under the table, that's a full-on contract saying, we won't compete. Imagine your local pizza shop getting paid off by Domino's to stop making pizza until 2034. You'd probably have fewer choices, worse pizza, and higher prices. That's the whole case in a nutshell. Now, will this lawsuit actually change anything? Well, it's hard to say. Zillow and Redfin are going to fight tooth and nail, drag it out in court, maybe cut a settlement deal, and then spin it as though it's, hey, nothing to see over here, turn the other way. Meanwhile, renters are still left trying to find an affordable place to live with fewer tools to work with. And that's why I always tell people, don't just watch the headlines, watch your local market. Prices, listings, and deals are shifting under the surface all the time. That's what we track in Deal Watch, where the actual opportunities are and where the cracks in the market are showing up first. If you haven't subscribed yet, link is down below. So here's my big takeaway, guys. Zillow might tell you this is about efficiency and streamlined access. But anytime a big corporation tells you something is for your benefit, you should probably check your wallet, because competition disappearing is never good for consumers, whether it's pizza, gas, housing, pickles, other stuff you buy. All right, guys, now I want to hear from you. Do you think Zillow and Redfin crossed the line here? Or do you think this is just business as usual in 2025? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you found this breakdown useful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more updates on the housing market, and sign up for Deal Watch so you can keep tabs on the markets that actually matter. Because lawsuits come and go, but knowing where the real deals are, That's how you win. See you on the next one. Bye!